everything. And Louisa, I feel like I kind of came past one of your questions earlier. You were asking about time, what's current and what's past. So one of the things that was a surprise for me was, as we look at the eyes, we will actually see ancestral images. We will see an image of a policeman or a horse, or even a rune stone or a hieroglyph. There's all kinds of things in there as you're looking at that macro image, as you're looking up close. So as I was doing the work, people would say to me, don't you see that baby? Don't you see that priest? Don't you see that bride? So finally I was like, wow, okay, God, if this is where this work is supposed to go, let's go. And since
I'm tingling all over. Do you know what? That sounds like also reading the tea leaves as well.
So shall we bring up an image?
Yes, please
I'll
do.
give you the mouse there, Mrs. M. We need to get Amy back. I mean, we've only got 10 minutes to go. We found ourselves in this situation again where, we've barely scratched the surface.
It's all right. We're going to go very quickly. Now, people who have a 60-inch television may not see this image because smaller is always a bit better.
Yeah.
But Carl, do you see the Scottish woman? She has blouse.
Yes, I do.
Like a Bavarian.
Yes.
Beer tavern woman.
Yes, I do. Yes.
And so the woman, I took this photo a couple years ago, and she said, "Oh, that's my great grandmother." And she ran to the bedroom and brought out a photo of her. In the photo, the woman had her hair down. It wasn't the same as this, but nonetheless. So, answering your question, Louisa, about timing, the images that show up in the actual structure, in the iris, in the texture, those images are the same every time we take the photos. The images that show up in the sclera, in the moisture, on the surface, in the pupil, will be different every time we take the photos.
Oh, wow. I'm guessing you've...
this is mind-blowing.
Yeah, I know. I'm guessing you've come across Emoto, and I don't know if you've heard about... what's her name? Veda Austin. There's a lady called Veda Austin that's taking lots of images of water and putting intentions behind it, but also asking water questions, fast freezing it and seeing that. We've got lots of moisture in our eyes. Do you think there's an overlap there as well?
You are on exactly my page. That's exactly what I believe we're seeing, is we're seeing that energetic, that frequency together with the moisture. Let's bring up that other image, because there's something a bit unique about this one as well. So what we're seeing inside our purple ring is a man's face.
Can you see?
Not seeing that.
There's his brow and his nose and his mouth.
And above, he's got a very high forehead.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah.
Now, some people see that man first, but look at the shadow on his nose, how odd that looks.
Yes.
It's actually a man hunched into the wind with a dark jacket, light slacks, and dark shoes. And he's got something in his left hand, like a lunchbox. So some people will see the silhouette man first, the shadow on the nose, and others will see the face first.
Yes.
Louisa, do you see the silhouette yet?
No,
I see the silhouette much more clearly than I see the face.
I see the face.
Yeah, I see both, but mainly it's much clearer to me, the silhouette.
This is also reminding me of crystal ball reading.
I actually see a little silhouette of a man.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Just You're exactly
correct. Sorry. You're exactly correct. Nobody has less than 200 images in their eyes. It's just a matter of getting that photograph and going in and taking a look.
Wow. Isn't that incredible?
Sure is.
I tell you what, once you've seen people in your eye, your life is never the same.
Can't be unseen.
This woman, she so this is the back viewfinder of my camera. You can see kind of the edge of the printing on there. So that very high resolution little 2-inch screen, right, just makes these images so clear. Now this man was so clear that people, I was at an expo and people 4 tables over were saying, "Oh my gosh, there's a man in her eye." And I said, "Well, there's a man in everybody's eye. You're not going to
calm down, everyone."
Haven't you been listening to me all day? All day I've been telling you there's pictures, there's images in the eyes. Well, then everybody was flooding the camera. They were all up there. So I'm so excited to see people flooding their cell phones, looking at their iPhotos, getting that macro picture, and getting that opportunity to take a look at their own eyes and look up close.